Time. It's the great equalizer, the beggar and the billionaire, the farmer and the CEO, the student and the master. Each one wakes up with the same 24 hours, no more, no less. Time is the fairest gift life gives to all. But here's the real question. If we all have the same number of hours, why do some people rise to greatness, while others drift into mediocrity? Why do some use those hours to build empires, while others waste them away on trivial things? The answer is simple, yet profound. It's not how much time you have. It's what you do with the time you have. It's the daily disciplines. It's the small decisions. It's the invisible choices made moment by moment that separate the successful from the unsuccessful. Success is predictable. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's discipline practiced over time. I often tell people, you cannot make up in intensity what you lack in consistency. But you can't cram for success. You can't sprint to greatness. You must walk it out hour by hour, day by day, week by week. Now, some people live by default. They wake up and react to life. They answer every call. They check every message. They chase every little distraction. At the end of the day, they wonder why nothing important got done. They feel busy, but they are not productive. Listen carefully. Don't mistake movement for achievement. Activity does not equal accomplishment. Busy doesn't mean effective. Successful people live differently. They wake up with intention. They guard their time like a treasure. They design their days carefully because they understand that hours are like seeds. Plant them carelessly and weeds grow. Plant them intentionally and orchards appear. I want you to remember something very important today. Either you run the day or the day runs you. A successful people don't drift. They drive. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They start where they are. They use what they have. They do what they can. Hour by hour, small step by small step, building a life of meaning. Now, it's tempting to believe that the secret to success is found in some big event, some once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, some miraculous moment of luck. But it isn't. The truth is, success hides in your daily schedule. It's hidden in how you use your mornings. It's hidden in how you protect your focus. It's hidden in the choices you make when nobody's watching. It's the small disciplines, repeated over time, that lead to big results. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to be extraordinary to begin. You don't need a fancy education. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need a commitment to use your 24 hours better, better thinking, better priorities, better use of time. So today, I invite you to rethink the hours you are given. Imagine every hour like a blank check. How you spend it will determine your wealth, not just your financial wealth, but your emotional wealth, your relational wealth, your spiritual wealth. Every hour matters. This is how successful people live. They treat each day like a precious gift. They spend their time building, creating, improving, and in doing so, they build lives that others admire. They create legacies that endure. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Spend your hours wisely. Use your 24 hours like a master artist uses a brush. Carefully, deliberately, passionately, and one day you'll look back and realize you have painted a masterpiece. 1 hour, 60 minutes, 3,600 seconds. Seems small, doesn't it? Seems ordinary. Seems like it would make little difference in the grand scheme of things. But don't be deceived by the simplicity. 1 hour can change everything. 1 hour used wisely can start a business. 1 hour can build a skill. 1 hour can repair a relationship. 1 hour can spark a dream. Let me share something that changed my life when I was young. Success is hidden in your daily agenda. Not in your dreams, not in your wishes, but in your daily use of time. Most people, they waste their hours. They drift, they dawdle, they daydream, they underestimate the power of a focused hour. But the successful, oh, they see it differently. They understand the silent power contained in a single hour. They protect it, they honor it, they multiply it. Now, I'm not saying you have to work 18 hours a day to be successful. No. I'm saying If you can consistently carve out just one solid, focused hour a day, an hour without distraction, an hour without interruption, an hour without excuse, you can transform your life. Imagine 1 hour every morning dedicated to reading, learning, and thinking. 1 hour every evening invested in planning, reflecting, and creating. Over a year, that's 365 hours. That's over 9 40-hour work weeks. That's like giving yourself 2 extra months of productivity every single year, without working 1 extra day. But here's the problem. Most people waste the hour. The alarm rings, they hit snooze, the opportunity appears, they hesitate, the idea comes, they doubt. You see, time has a silent way of slipping through the cracks when we're not paying attention. Either you master your time or it masters you. It's a ruthless truth. Ignore it, and you'll wake up one day wondering where the years went. Honor it, and you'll wake up living a life beyond your wildest imagination. Think about the compound effect. Small disciplines repeated daily. A single hour invested wisely every single day adds up to monumental change. Let's say you spend 1 hour a day practicing a skill. Public speaking, for example. Day 1, you're awkward. Day 10, you're a little better. Day 100, you're starting to feel confident. Day 300, you're changing lives with your words. Not overnight, but over time. 1 hour. After 1 hour. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. The pain truth is this: if you don't value your time, someone else will. Your boss, your clients, your phone, your distractions. If you don't put a plan on your calendar, other people will. And guess what? Their plans are not for your success. Their plans are for your entertainment. Their plans are for your distraction. Successful people live by a different code. They guard 1 focused hour like a lion guards its cubs. Because they know 1 disciplined hour a day can separate the successful from the merely busy. They show up, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when nobody's clapping. They show up 1 hour at a time. It's not about being extraordinary. It's about being consistent. It's about deciding that today matters, that this hour matters, that the small seed planted today will produce a mighty tree tomorrow. What could 1 single focused hour a day do for your life? Not just once, but every day. 1 hour writing, 1 hour reading, 1 hour exercising, 1 hour building your dream. How different would your life look 90 days from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now? The clock is ticking. The opportunity is passing. Remember, days are expensive. When you spend a day, you have 1 less day to spend. So make sure you spend each one wisely. Honor the silent power of a single hour. And soon, your life will shout with the power of your daily disciplines. Most people major in minor things. They spend major time on minor activities, minor time on major activities. And they wonder why success seems so far away. You see, the successful, they understand something powerful. Success is not just about doing things. It's about doing the right things. It's about priorities. Clear, sharp, non-negotiable priorities. Because time is a jealous resource. If you don't take command of it, it slips away. 1 distraction here, 1 delay there, 1 excuse today, and pretty soon the dream fades. Let me tell you something important. Don't get caught in the thick of thin things. Isn't that true? We all get busy. Busy answering emails, busy scrolling, busy attending meetings that lead to more meetings. But busy doesn't mean productive. Busy doesn't mean progress. Busy doesn't mean success. Priorities are the secret weapon. The successful know it. They wake up with clarity. They move through the day with intention. They don't do everything. They do the few things that matter most. Now, this doesn't happen by accident. It happens by decision. You have to sit down. You have to think. You have to ask yourself, what are the few things that truly matter? What moves you forward? What protects your dream? What brings real results? Then you do those things first, not last, not later, not when you feel like it. First, let me give you a simple formula I learned years ago. Identify your top 3 priorities every morning. before the world gets noisy, before the distractions creep in, before the day takes you where it wants to go. You decide where you're going. You decide what matters. Now, some people say, Jim, that sounds too simple. And I say that's the beauty of it. Success is simple. But it's not easy. It requires discipline. And discipline is built one decision at a time. Every morning, before you turn on the television, before you check your phone, before you open your email, ask yourself, what are my top 3 priorities today? Write them down. Not 10, not 20, just 3. 3 powerful moves, 3 decisive actions, 3 real steps toward your dream. If you hit those 3 every day, imagine the momentum you'll build. Imagine the confidence, the results, the progress. Don't mistake movement for achievement. It's not about doing 100 things halfway. It's about doing a few things with excellence. It's not about being everywhere. It's about being effective right where you are. Now, here's another key: learn to say no. No to things that don't align with your priorities. No to distractions dressed up as opportunities. No to other people's agendas. Because every yes you give to something unimportant is a no to your dream. Successful people are not afraid to say no, because their yes is reserved for what matters most. Learn to say no. Don't let your mouth overload your back, and say no when you need to. And say it with grace. And say it with strength. Picture it like this: your life is a garden. Priorities are the seeds. You can plant corn. You can plant weeds. But you cannot plant both and expect a harvest of greatness. Choose your seeds carefully. Water them daily. Protect them fiercely. And in time, you'll reap a harvest that others only dream about. So today, right now, decide your top 3 priorities. Not next week. Not when you're less busy. Right now. Because success doesn't happen someday. Success happens today. In the small, quiet decisions you make when nobody's watching. And remember this: success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the fundamentals. Priorities are a fundamental. Master them, and you master your future. Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money. You cannot get more time. And yet, most people guard their money better than they guard their time. They'll fight over a few dollars, but give away their precious minutes without a second thought. Let me tell you something important. It's not the big disasters that ruin your life. It's the small leaks that sink the ship. And when it comes to time, those small leaks are everywhere. They're invisible enemies. You don't see them at first. They creep in quietly. They hide under the disguise of just a minute, just a quick scroll, just one more episode. And before you know it, they've stolen hours, days, years. You see, time traps and distractions are the great killers of potential. Now, what are some of these enemies? Social media, mindless entertainment, useless gossip, unimportant tasks, negative people, and worst of all, procrastination. You say, I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow has a habit of becoming next week. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. And before you know it, the dream is gone. Listen carefully. We must all suffer one of 2 pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. So how do we deal with these invisible enemies? How do we protect our precious 24 hours? First, awareness. You cannot fight what you cannot see. You must become aware of your time traps. Pay attention. Where does your time go? Track it if you must. Write it down. Be honest, even if it hurts, because truth is the starting point of change. Second, elimination. Cut out what steals your time. Not gently, not someday. Cut it out like a surgeon removes a tumor. Distractions are deadly. Treat them like it. Now, you don't have to eliminate everything fun. I'm not saying live like a robot. I'm saying earn your fun. Do the work first. Then enjoy, not the other way around. Here's a secret: the more you delay pleasure, the sweeter it becomes. Because now, you're not escaping from life. You're rewarding yourself for building one. Third, replace the bad with the good. You can't just remove distractions. You have to replace them with purpose. with meaning, with mission. If you don't fill your hours with intention, someone else will. The world is full of noise. And if you're not careful, you'll spend your whole life listening to other people's music and never write your own song. Let me give you a simple habit, the power hour. Every day, block 1 hour, one golden, protected hour, no distractions, no interruptions. Just pure, focused work on something that moves you forward. Protect it like treasure. Defend it like a warrior. You will be amazed what that one single hour can do over days, weeks, years. Success isn't built in a day. It's built hour by hour, choice by choice, habit by habit. You might say, but Jim, it's just 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Yes, it's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. But 5 minutes lost every hour is 2 hours lost every day. 60 hours lost every month. 720 hours lost every year. That's 30 entire days gone. 30 days you could have spent learning a new skill, building a business, transforming your life. So don't be casual with your time. The casual life leads to a casualty. Be serious, be intentional, be focused. Let me remind you, the walls we build around our time today are the castles we will live in tomorrow. You either build strong walls against distractions, or you let the enemy walk right through the front gate. The choice is yours. Every day, every hour, every moment. So today, spot the invisible enemies, close the gates, guard your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Most people think success is about managing time, and they're right, but only halfway, because time without energy is useless. Let me explain what I mean. You can have all the hours in the world. You can wake up early, stay up late, and work all day. But if you're tired, unmotivated, and drained, those hours don't matter. Those hours are lost. It's not just how much time you have. It's what you do with the time you have. That's where energy comes in. Energy is the hidden currency of success. Think about it for a moment. What happens when you wake up energized, excited, and full of purpose? You see possibilities. You're sharp. You're focused. But when you wake up tired, drained, and unmotivated, the day feels heavy. Everything is harder. You're working, but not really working. You're busy, but not productive. Energy is the silent force that drives your productivity, your discipline, and your actions. Without energy, time is just a blur. With energy, every minute is alive with potential. Now, let's talk about energy management. Because successful people don't just manage their time. They manage their energy. They know that the inner game comes first, before the outer results. Before the business, the career, the financial success. It's the inner game that sets the foundation. So how do you win that inner game? How do you manage your energy like a pro? I'll tell you in simple steps. First, protect your mornings. Your morning is the most critical part of your day. How you start your day determines how your day will unfold. You don't want to wake up and immediately grab your phone, check your emails, scroll through social media. That's a mistake. When you wake up, your mind is like a blank canvas. What you put on it will set the tone for the rest of the day. So what's the first thing you do? What's the first thought you have? If your first thought is, what do I have to do today? You've already lost control of your day. But if your first thought is, what am I grateful for? Or what is my mission today? Now you've set your mind up for success. Your morning is your anchor. If you lose your anchor, you drift all day. Successful people have morning rituals. They don't jump straight into the chaos of the world. They build their mental foundation before they face anything else. They meditate. They pray. They exercise. They read something inspiring. They set their goals. Their morning is sacred. They protect it. Second, fuel your body wisely. Your body is the vehicle that carries your dreams. If you don't take care of it, you won't have the energy to take your dreams anywhere. Energy is physical. You need to feed your body the right fuel. What you eat, how you sleep, and how much you move, it all impacts your energy. Too many people neglect their bodies, thinking they can work their way through the exhaustion. They eat junk food, drink excessive caffeine, and get by on little sleep. But over time, that takes a toll. You need to treat your body like a $1 million racehorse. It needs proper fuel. It needs rest. It needs care. Because if your body breaks down, your dreams come to a halt. Now, I'm not saying you need to be perfect. You don't need to follow a strict diet or exercise plan. But you do need to be intentional. You need to make choices that give you energy, not drain it. Third, guard your emotional energy. This is a big one. Your emotions can either fuel you or drain you. You can lose more energy in 1 hour of anger than you can in a full day of hard work. You can lose more energy in one moment of stress than in an entire week of focused effort. Negative emotions are powerful. They suck the life out of you. Guilt, anger, resentment, frustration, worry. They all weigh you down. They consume your energy. They drain your spirit. Successful people understand this. They don't carry negative emotions around. They don't carry grudges. They don't let anger take root in their hearts. You cannot soar like an eagle while dragging around anchors. So what do successful people do? They let go. They forgive. They move on. They understand that their time and energy are too valuable to waste on negative emotions. They choose to focus on the positive, on what they can control, on what will move them forward. Fourth, renew yourself daily. You cannot give what you don't have. If you're running on empty, you have nothing to give. The world demands a lot from you. It pulls you in many directions. Your work, your family, your dreams, they all require energy. You cannot give your best if you're running on fumes. You must renew yourself daily. Find what restores your energy. Find what recharges your spirit. It might be reading, it might be meditation, it might be a walk in nature, it might be connecting with someone you love. Whatever it is, do it every day. Not occasionally. Not when you have time. It must become a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. You can't pour from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, you've got nothing to give. And the world is asking for everything you've got. So fill your cup. Renew your energy every single day. Finally, connect your energy to a higher purpose. Listen to me carefully. Energy flows where meaning grows. If your life feels empty, your energy will be empty. If your life feels filled with purpose, your energy will be limitless. People often ask me, Jim, how do I stay motivated? And I say, don't chase motivation. Chase meaning. When you know why you wake up, when you know why you do the things you do, when you connect your energy to a larger vision, motivation will come. It will come naturally. When you live with purpose, your energy is unstoppable. It's like a river flowing through you, pushing you forward, even on the toughest days. So today, don't just manage your time. Manage your energy, protect your mornings, fuel your body, guard your emotions, renew your spirit, connect to a higher purpose. Because when you win the inner game, the outer game takes care of itself. The stronger you are on the inside, the easier life becomes on the outside. You build your inner strength, your energy will follow, your results will follow, and your success will follow. Every day, we are gifted with 24 hours. Let me repeat that. Every day you get 24 hours. Now the question is, what will you do with them? Time is your most valuable asset, not money, not opportunities, not even relationships, because time is the foundation of everything. Without time, nothing else matters. And yet many people live their lives without a plan for how to use those 24 hours. They drift through the day, reacting to whatever comes their way, waiting for life to happen to them. Successful people don't wait. They design their days. They have a blueprint for how they spend their 24 hours. You see, success is not about having more time. It's about using the time you have more wisely. Let me break it down for you. I'm going to give you a blueprint, a map, for how you can take control of your time. Let's start with the basics. 1. Own your morning. The first part of your blueprint is to own your morning. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you start your day in chaos, your entire day will follow suit. But if you start your morning with intention, with purpose, you've already won half the battle. The early morning hours are the most productive hours of the day. Your morning should be a sacred time. It's when your mind is fresh and your energy is at its highest. So ask yourself, how can you use this time to set yourself up for success? Here's a simple structure. 1. Wake up early. Early risers have a distinct advantage. They give themselves the gift of time. Time to focus on themselves before the world demands anything from them. 2. Start with gratitude. The first thought that enters your mind should be one of gratitude. Think of 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. 3. Plan your day. Take 10-15 minutes to outline your goals and your schedule. What do you want to accomplish today? What are your top priorities? Write them down. If you don't write them down, you won't remember them. 4. Focus on personal growth. Spend time reading or listening to something that inspires you. Personal development is key. Invest in yourself every morning. 2. Structure your day now. Let's move to the structure of your day. How do you fill your 24 hours? You've already planned your morning. Now it's time to map out your day in blocks. Don't count the days, make the days count. I want you to think of your day as a series of blocks of time. Each block should have a specific purpose, and each block should be aligned with your priorities. Here's an example of how you can structure your day. 1. The most important work first. The first few hours of your day should be dedicated to your most important work. The work that will move you toward your biggest goals. Do not waste this time on distractions. Whether you're building a business, writing a book, or working on a project, dedicate the first part of your day to your most valuable tasks. 2. The work block. After your high priority tasks, move to the second block, your regular work. This is the time for meetings, emails, and daily duties. But even here, you must be intentional. Limit distractions and stay focused. 3. The reflection block. After a productive morning and afternoon, take some time to reflect. This could be a quiet walk, a journal session, or a period of self-assessment. Ask yourself, what's working, what isn't? Continuous reflection is key to improvement. 3. Protect your energy. As you go about your day, guard your energy. Your time is valuable, but your energy is the currency of success. If you spend all your energy on trivial tasks or negative people, you'll find yourself drained by the end of the day. Energy is more valuable than time. If you're tired, time doesn't matter. You must guard your energy fiercely. You must be selective about where you invest your energy. Avoid time drains and negative influences. Say no to activities that don't serve your purpose. Spend your energy on people and activities that lift you up, that push you toward your goals. 4. Master the art of saying no. One of the most powerful skills you can develop is the ability to say no. Most people say yes to everything because they don't want to disappoint others. But the truth is, every yes is a no to something else. Every time you say yes to someone else's agenda, you're saying no to your own. You must discipline yourself to say no to the things that don't align with your goals. Learn to say no to distractions. Learn to say no to unnecessary commitments. Learn to say no to the things that take you off course. 5. The power of focus. Finally, focus is your secret weapon. The world is full of distractions. Email, social media, television, other people's drama. But successful people have mastered the art of focus. They don't let the noise of the world derail them. Focus is the key to success. Focus on one task at a time. Give your full attention to what you're doing, and do it to the best of your ability. When you focus, you can accomplish more in 1 hour than most people can accomplish in an entire day. It's the magic ingredient of success. 6. Reflect and adjust. At the end of the day, take a few moments to reflect. How did your day go? Did you stay focused? Did you protect your energy? Did you accomplish what you set out to do? Review your day at the end of every day. Make adjustments as necessary. Every day is a learning experience. And the more you reflect and adjust, the better you'll become at designing your perfect 24 hours. You've now got a blueprint for success. It's simple, but it's powerful. It's about taking control of your time and energy. It's about designing a day that works for you, not against you. It's about making every moment count. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. So take these principles and apply them. Design your perfect 24 hours. Own your mornings. Structure your day. Guard your energy. Say no to distractions. Focus on your highest priorities. And reflect every evening to ensure you're on track. Your time is your life. Your 24 hours today are a gift. Don't waste them. Design them with purpose, and you will design a life of success.